fucking up all kind of ways.
Royalty. I think it's a damn man, it's crazy to be young again though. I think at 23 though. Is that's where the question came from? With like money change you?
No, we was talking about some other shit in the car, but it kind of it fit. It fits because it's like if I was 200 million up
Right.
and my niggas around me decided to let me fuck this up, you're not really my friend. Somebody's didn't say no, like don't do that. Like
Yeah.
but then like going back to being 23, if you gave me 200 fucking million dollars because I was good at shooting a fucking basketball, now I ain't gonna say I be waving pistols because I ain't never been into being no street nigga, but I can imagine being caught just doing all kind of stupid shit. Juan left the strip club at 3-4 o'clock in the morning, or he's supposed to be at practice and he out here with the bitches. So I can understand being a kid and fucking up, but the way you fucking up is like, dog, that's crazy.
When you do that, I think what Jalen Rose said, like he once you start making that kind of money, you go from being like, this my homie, this my friend, to damn near this your boss. Like you working for me now. So I think motherfuckers just turned into some like yes man, and ain't nobody really there to yank dog chain. Like, hey bro, you gotta chill out. Like I don't know, I can't see it being no big homie for them to be like, bro, you really gotta chill because they just. Nowadays, shit, if you got money, you the big homie.
I was gonna say, nigga, 23, you ought to be like everybody young now. You 23, 24, you the big homie.
But you see, but money not supposed to be everything though, because that to me that feel like selling your soul. Like money can't be everything. You still got to be able to be, somebody still got to be able to tell you, like, Lou, you tripping.
Man, that shit crazy. And I just seen that they removed his shoe off the website.
They just dropped his shoe. They just dropped them. Like I'm saying, like they had just put it out, and I just showed my son on the sneaker app. Like, yeah, these finna drop pretty soon. These ain't bad.
Right. Was it the red ones?
Yep.
Yeah, I just saw that. So it was like, so they took the first one off the Nike app, and then I'm like, but he was just finna drop these. They like the Spider-Man colorway.
Yep. Yeah.
It was like, so you just dropped the shoe. They brought you back. Like,
and they brought you in, but then that's kind of like spitting in motherfucker's face. I felt like that's what Silver looked like. He was saying, like, man, I was surprised, and I think we getting the lines kind of cross when we talk about like exactly what he was doing and whether or not. Of course, it's not like illegal. Not that it shouldn't be no outrage, but if somebody tell you something because you work for a private business, it's steps you gotta. Okay, you know what? I gotta do this. All you gotta do is sacrifice shit at his size, and let's say he got 15, 16 years in the league. 200 mil for like 5 years, and then times 3, so you're gonna be damn near worth for like $1 billion. All you gotta do is sacrifice the bullshit for 15 years.
And then it'd be crazy that a lot of athletes I don't think understand is like, like every year there's a recurring thing. It's called the NBA draft.
Yep.
So just how you was all hot shit now, there's 32 motherfuckers that's gonna go in this first round who might be, if not good, just as. What's up, Tom? Deep fried Tom in the building. So.
What the fuck is that? I'll be right back. Don't worry about that.
So
So
last week we do a podcast with my cousin. For those who don't know, it's Socially Awkward. Make sure y'all check it out. Mm-hmm. So we were celebrating her 200th episode. Her goof ass was like, we should do some mushrooms. Have you ever partaken in some mushrooms before?
No, it's been offered to me. I just never did.
Now what I will give her credit for is that she went home. She was like, all right, let's give it like 2 weeks. So we had to do a third week because she got sick the night we were supposed to do it. Right. So she was like, let me do all my homework. I get all the research done on how I guess you're supposed to take it. I mean, I ain't never seen nobody specifically give you instructions on how to do drugs. Mm-hmm. But, so she went, did a little man. She came back with the right amount of dosage that everybody's supposed to take. So that way you can trip, but not fall off the cliff.
So what is it, like microdosing and shit like that be saying?
Yeah, we just microdose. So like my effect, I felt like as if I had just smoked weed. So I was cool. But my man's over there. He was tough. You ever seen a nigga waiting on the high? That's how I knew he was high.
Because he was waiting on
it. He was waiting on it like, hey, when this go kick in?
Got you.
Hey, soon as he was like, yeah, we good? I'm just waiting on it. I was like, yeah, he was fucking fried already.
No, I see it.
But that was my experience with mushrooms. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be.
A couple people who has talked about it, like I know people who took them, and it's just like it's not the same kind of it's not like it's like a high, but it's not like a high. It's like shit get to changing, and I mean like the colors is
For
all
sure.
vibrant.
I tried to look at my phone and I couldn't read it because it felt like everything was coming off the
I didn't
screen.
feel high.
The time
I was just high.
you had too much.
But I didn't feel high. I was just high. You know, I mean,
Yeah,
You didn't feel it?
I didn't feel it in my head when like I was
Yeah.
spinning and shit. I was just, I was
No,
high.
because it's a healthy high.
Yeah.
Because you're eating it and it's digesting naturally, unlike weed where you're putting the smoke in your lungs first and then making it go throughout your body. It's gonna hit different.
Yeah, I done edibles, and I'm cool with like edibles because like I can talk myself through that shit. Like, all right, you feeling this way because you high. Like, I get it. You know what I'm saying? But no bullshit. Like my biggest fear is like my mind going. So I be light on the like mind altering shit. So I be like,
on the
man,
light on the drug.
hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, you ain't wrong.
No, I can't hear because it'll freak me. Like I had to catch myself, and I be usually strong enough. My fear is like I'm gonna take something that I ain't strong enough to kind of convince myself. Like it's gonna be like Inception. Like I ain't gonna be able to tell myself like, bro, this I just calm down. You gonna.
That's why I've never done cocaine.
No,
And I think that's why I don't want to do cocaine. Because I don't want to like that shit.
yeah.
And now I want to do that shit all the time. Like, nah. I don't want no parts of no cocaine.
No. I took I take like I said, like I take edibles. I had said like I had not started smoking more, but it's like motherfuckers have come or like we done been out to the dispensaries a couple times and just kind of finding the shit that you like is cool.
Is
But-
dispensary weed different from street level niggas?
I don't think so. I just think that motherfucker can't come to you on the street and tell you like this is how much THC in there. They just like this loud. This shit really.
Is shit hidden?
It's hidden or it's not.
And that's a fact.
Put
though.
me right to sleep, and I'm like, damn. But I only had like one time. I think what made me do that shit is motherfucker said some shit like, "This is sativa or something." I'm like, "Oh, y'all know what you smoking?" But yeah, it'd be valid. Yeah. Kiana said she only do edibles. You right. I ain't fucking around.
Edibles is I don't know.
But I had motherfuckers call me, like somebody called me one day. I was working on my car, and they like, Lou, I gotta ask you. I'm like, what up? They're like, I don't want you to think I'm tripping.
Yeah, he was tripping.
But he was tripping. Anytime somebody comes to you, be like, I don't want you to think I'm tripping, and then like that.
Like, he's gone.
He's
He's
like,
tripping.
bro, is it gray outside? And I'm like, what is you talking about? Like, I mean, it just rained. It's like cloudy. He like, no. Is it like? But is it outside gray? And I'm like, what? He's like, I ain't gonna lie to you.
Did you go outside to see what he's talking?
In the garage. Like I'm talking to him, so to get from under my car and shit, I walk out the garage anyway, and I look and I said, man, what the fuck? Like, what are you talking about? It rained. Is that what you talking about? He like, no. Then he's like, man, I ain't gonna lie to you. I just took some mushrooms. I think I'm tripping. I'm like, no, you for sure tripping. He might have, matter of fact, it wasn't even gray. It was like, is it purple outside or something? I'm like, nigga, I don't know. It's like a gray.
Yeah, I'm probably not gonna do that.
I was like, after I came down, I was like, it wasn't bad. I don't think that I would just like in my spare time go looking for the mushroom plug.
Yeah.
The taste was not worth what I did.
Fact.
It wasn't nasty.
Just getting, yeah.
It wasn't enough. Like if I was so fucked up, I was like, it's worth the taste. I was like,
Nah, it should taste like, you ever had like an unsalted sunflower seed?
Oh yeah.
That was exactly what. And then you ate the shell.
Nah, yeah.
But that's what it tastes like. It's just,
I mean, that shit is tricky though, cause it's like a part of you be like, man, I kind of want to, but I had to be in like a super control space and be like, all right,
yeah, that was one thing she said. She said, don't do that shit like around people that you don't really fuck with.
yeah, cause I feel like,
Cause I wouldn't want to be on no bad trip. Then some motherfucker in here I don't really like that.
no, fuck that. I'm cool on that. Like even when like doing edibles, when I first did that shit and I took like too much, it was just like, I ain't even talking. I ain't doing shit. I'm just just staring off. They like, is you good? I'm like, damn, I'm high. Or no, matter of fact, it was like, how that edible? And I was like, at that moment, boom, I knew I was high. I was like, damn, I didn't even think about it until you said it, but now I know I'm high in this motherfucker. I'm just like, and you can't. I used to do it like I pop in one at the bartender, go to sleep, and wake up and be like, why did I take this so late? Like I wake up high. That shit, that's the worst for me. I don't want to wake up high. Just let me. I can go to sleep off that shit. I'll probably have a really cracking dream, but I don't want to wake up high.
Nah, you ain't supposed to wake up high. We don't got shit to do the next day.
Yeah.
But you look like you always got some shit. Do you ever take off days?
Today? No, I ain't even like today was my off day. I went and got.
I feel like you gonna do some. You finna do something after this.
I'm for sure gonna drop off some shirts. And shit. I thought about going to grab some shit and do some shit in the shop, but bro, I'm trying to because at first it was like, yeah, I'm gonna just grab it. I'm like, no, that shit don't work. That shit don't work. Running all the time. So today,
Y'all motherfuckers want to straighten out the background in the middle of the pod. Like, yo, the shit niggas choose to do in the middle of a recording be real crazy. You didn't know that? I mean, but it's a visual.
I didn't see that.
I mean, but they're gonna see what you just did on the YouTube channel when we posted.
What up, Kiana?
I never saw the screen.
You never saw the screen. This big ass screen, you didn't see it?
He had a black shit.
Yeah.
Shit up there. Y'all was just kicking the shit.
Yeah, I moved it.
Oh, you
And
thought
the on-air sign is not on.
you thought I was.
having an on-air sign.
We did, and that shit still don't mean nothing to nobody. These motherfuckers walk in here.
It's Thursday. When the Death Fresh show on Thursday?
You got a point there.
This is his fault then.
Hey, I'm out.
I thought you was over there painting anyway.
We've been in the studio upgrading, so I ain't got time for the small antics at the moment. Okay.
So you a sports fan, right? Have you been keeping up with the NBA playoffs?
Yes, man.
How you feel about Timothy Butler single-handedly destroying motherfuckers?
Yep. I told people early on, like, when they played Chicago for like the play-in shit, that I would have preferred us get Chicago. Like, I would prefer us to have played Chicago because I feel like Jimmy, like playoff Jimmy, a different person. And he been showing that all the time. Like, he gets you right there, and as soon as the playoffs start, it's like I'm on that. Turn that whole another level on.
Bro, he's single-handedly beating people.
He's beating everybody.
Yeah.
Like by himself.
Yeah. No, he on that. It's 7 undrafted players on that Miami Heat team. Like, that's just they just want him more than everybody. And that's it. They really grinding.
Yeah.
He finna make a lot of people on that team money. Because contract time gonna come up. His supporting cast is Victor gone and Hero gone.
Yeah.
And you still
it's just him and Bam.
3 games away from the finals.
Mm-hmm.
3 games away from the finals.
You think he gonna make it?
Yep.
I said it was gonna be Boston and Denver, but I just don't like it. Boston play with their fool too much. Like they gonna lose. You can count on them to lose a game that they're not supposed to lose.
Was it that one? When they up?
Yeah, they was up for a second. I think I left the bar or something. By the time I got home, I'm like, ain't no motherfucking way they lost this game.
Did you watch the Laker? Did you watch the Laker game like in its entirety?
Nope. Did I fall asleep? I think I might have fell asleep before the third quarter or something.
That probably was one of the best games I've watched through this entire playoffs.
Yeah. The highlights look dope.
Like,
just seeing them.
It's crazy. They was whooping LA ass for 3 straight. Denver don't know how to close games. Like I think they can beat LA, but if they can't close a game, like if you up by, just my logic, if we up by 20 this entire fucking game, no way you motherfuckers should ever get this shit to within 3.
No, and it's tough because all that shit be like adjustments. But I think mentally sometimes people just take their foot off the gas. Like, oh yeah, it's cool. I think the Bucks did that shit when Jimmy went crazy. And like the game before last, or no, was it the elimination game? The game before the elimination game.
The game before the elimination game.
And he went crazy. We was getting ready to turn the movie on. We like it's 4 minutes left. They up 14. My son like we know who won. I'm like we might as well just finish the game.
Nope.
He took off. So
I was going to do that with that LA game because it was getting boring. Like Denver plays it's like watching the Spurs almost. They play a real fundamentally sound game of basketball. Yeah. There's nothing flashy to it. Jokic always going to get the open pass. It's not.
I feel like Jamal Murray is like that little bit of like that spark in the pan or whatever, like that little bit of flash. I'm just happy to see Dog back into like his form if he could just be consistent, but. It's tough this day year because Joker was having him there the whole time he was gone, and now we got you back. But they got some tough, like they team deep. They team.
Oh, this is a game. Valid. Game 2 is tonight.
Yep.
I'll probably catch whatever when we get done with this shit.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think it's going. I got Denver in 6.
That's a good.
I got Denver in 6.
That's a good call. I think the same. Somebody else was like, no, it's gonna be LA in 6. Denver had like the best home record this year. So I think it's gonna be real tough. But shout out to with Darvin Ham for the adjustment he made though. So everybody had if you can take something good away from a loss, that
Anthony Davis played out his mind.
he did.
But
They fucked my whole prize, and I just started doing it. Somebody at the bar asked me like, "You don't bet?" I'm like, "No, I don't really be doing that." But you get a free $50 if you put in 50. So I said I ain't losing too much, but I started putting that shit. Man, I had I knew it started off wrong because it was like my first bet was that Anthony Davis. I knew he was gonna have a big game. That he would have more than 4 points in the first 6 minutes. And he had 4 points. Like he was right there a couple of times where it was layups that came off. He had 4 points, and then after that shit, Brian went over what I thought he was gonna go. Joker did, all kind of shit.
Now I ain't the biggest basketball savant in the world, but last time I checked, if I only had 10 rebounds and you had like 25, that's not good. I don't give a fuck how many points I scored.
Yeah.
And Jokic was whooping AD ass
On that shit,
on the glass.
He do that with everybody. It's just crazy because he a big body out there. He's super polished though. He just ain't had no athleticism. And if I was him, I would never change that shit because I felt like Kevin Love was really cold with the Timberwolves, and then he got like slender and more athletic. And not that he wasn't cold, I just felt like he wasn't maybe as aggressive. He ain't had that skill set no more. Dog got to keep that weight. He still hustle. He still do his thing.
Yo, we'd have got Kevin Love, the Minnesota version, when he went to Cleveland.
Yeah.
That should have been nasty. Because he was double every night.
Walking double.
2010 every fucking night. But this is going to be interesting, though. And then I seen that the Spurs, they won the draft lottery.
Yeah, that's dope to me because they have been so consistent and so relevant for so long that they never had a chance to do this. So it's gonna be dope. It's gonna be that's I'm really excited about that shit though. How you feel about
the 7-5?
Yeah.
That shit is crazy. 7-5 with the skill set of Kevin Durant.
That's exactly what I be telling people.
That is fucking ridiculous.
Yep.
So he can get you inside and get you outside. He's 7'5". Ain't no way you going to the cup on this nigga.
Wendy said you might not see it, or it might be hard to kind of think about it. He really can. They said he can really guard the basket and the 3-point line, same possession, like in the same whatever. It's like he can cover that in amount of ground to get back. Is reckless.
I seen him on some highlights. I was watching. He came down, did his dribble move, pull up 3. He missed that motherfucker, and then he had the putback dunk. That's fucking ridiculous.
Wild. That's so wild, bro.
That's
That's not a mid-range jump shot. He pulled up from 3, got his own rebound, tip dunk.
That's crazy. And I think what he is going to benefit from is that at least we know for his first year,
sure,
he's going to have the best coach in the business.
Yep.
He's going to have Pop. Now, I don't know how much longer Pop going to coach.
Right.
But at least for this 1 year, this is going to be something special to watch.
I think
and I look forward to watching his development over time.
That shit to be invaluable just because, it's like systems matter. Like who you coaching with matter, because that shit could change and derail your whole career, man. Like
that's true.
You get the wrong coach, and then it'd be like, damn, this shit off. My whole shit fucked up. I done spent 3-4 years playing the bench, or somebody. Maybe you got a coach who he want his big man to do something specific instead of being able to pull threes. He wants you down low. That'll throw his whole little game off.
So do you think that? Okay, so basically what you're saying is you think some players just get stuck with the wrong coaching staff? Because I think that's true, because for a while they was labeling Markelle Fultz as a bust.
Right.
Because he wasn't doing shit in Philly and his shot was all fucking wrong. But then he got with he's in Orlando now and he's playing like how he played in college. He looks good.
Contributing. Yeah, because that shit'll fuck up your confidence. Because it's like, man, I got a certain skill set and I know I can contribute. But if you get the wrong person and they just no, this is how I want you. I seen man, was it Bobby Knight? It was some show that I was watching. It was some movie a minute ago, and it was just the day he traded the dude out of college or made him change team. He didn't like the way he shot his jumper. Whether or not his jumper was falling or not, he just didn't like the way he shot. No, that's not the way you shoot the
that's
jumper.
Crazy.
That's wild. So
I would like to see Tim Duncan come down and work with him. See what he could give him.
I think, man,
If
I never see enough videos of people saying like, I went to go work with Tim Duncan on my footwork and on none of that. Like Dream for sure. I can understand why he probably like number one people would go work with as far as that footwork shit. But Tim Duncan, big fundamental, bro. I be trying to teach my son a backboard pull up every time we go.
Tim Duncan played so boring, but it was effective.
It was
as
there.
Fuck.
It was there. Every interview I've ever seen where somebody brung him up is just like, bro, I got to give it to him. Like he was doing this, he was doing that. It's not like it was sick. Then he had his little ways. Like I ain't know, like they say he used to, the way he'd grab your shoulder or something like you trying to drive or whatever while he on defense, kind of weighing you down. But he to get hit, whatever he want to get, that little jab right off the thing, he gonna get it.
That's another thing I like about this podcast space. Like a lot of people that have podcasts now, you never thought that they would be relatable or enjoyable.
Right.
Like a lot of basketball players have podcasts now. Some of them are good. Some of them are like the people who was in that shit. I like to listen to. Like Paul George got a podcast, and I think it's interesting because like whether you want to or not, Paul George to me was a superstar in the league. So he had to go out there every night with the best of the best. So he got his stories from guarding LeBron and Kevin Durant, and it is a very interesting podcast.
His which call it too. I mean, just listening to him talk one of the times of him saying like he would prefer to kind of be like maybe like a Robin type of dude instead of like the guy is I don't know. To me, I felt like he was like I used to always have arguments between him and Kawhi because they was both two-way players, both about the same skill set and everything. I just like Kawhi better. He just had it was everything was like he was like a small Tim Duncan to me. Like it didn't have to be flashy. It ain't gonna be none of that.
No,
like,
he mid-range
get
you
it
to
done.
death. He get to that pull up
you to death, and then PG just everything about his shit just looked better. I thought you were saying Paul Pierce had a podcast because I would listen to a Paul Pierce podcast.
Oh, him and KG.
They do.
Okay,
there's
okay.
Yeah. I thought he was interviewing him.
The two worst niggas in the world to talk to about
anything. Man, listen. I watched. I was here when they won. So when Boston won the championship, they came here. I worked at Potawatomi, and I remember Big Baby Davis coming out and Paul Pierce coming out, and like a trainer or somebody, just like somebody you could tell that they made like tag along to make sure that they wouldn't get in no bullshit. And he came out. This man didn't sound nothing like he sound on ESPN. None of that shit. He came out like, oh damn, we know y'all was in here. Y'all play the Bucks. He was like, yeah, we got a little practice game tomorrow. Talking about the Bucks, I'm like, damn. So
we must not have been cold.
We were cold back then. We had what's the shortest? That shorty. He told us like, nah. He like the little dude apologized for him. Like, nah, man. You know, he's just. I'm like, nah. He a hooper. Like,
I just said the same
shit. When you hooping and shit, you talking like, yeah, man. I ain't no shit.
I want to see more. Why don't people do that now? I want more of that in basketball. Like, because you can trash talk and it don't gotta be egregious, but like, yo, some shit just be real.
Yeah.
Like, if we look up at the box score and it's only the third quarter and I have 50 and 15, I'm cooking your shit, fam. And I'm gonna tell you that I'm fucking cooking you for the whole fourth quarter. You better hope I don't get a shot off because this is gonna turn to 70 real fast. Like, we need more trash talk in sports, bro.
It'd be difficult for me, like, every year for like the last 5 years, I done hooped South Milwaukee rec league, like adult league, and then this year I just hooped in the Milwaukee rec 30 and up league. But the South Milwaukee one, that shit takes so much for me to get to like to a point where I like want to talk shit. But once it's there, then I'm like, okay, let's do it. Like, I'll be nice. We shake hands. This motherfucker like, man, you should hoop with us next year. But I had one dude like, dog, just he was balling. He was killing our big man. But I hit a couple shots. He was talking something crazy. If dog got off, I killed the guard they put on me. And I told him, like, check back in, bro. You're going to have to check back in. I was trying to fuck everybody up on it. Because it takes so much for me to be aggressive on that. Like, I be real, like, nonchalant with the shit. Like, even in our podcast game, I'll be like, damn, I could just be more aggressive. But I'd be worried about making sure the event goes straight. I'm finna do that shit again too, actually.
Yeah, where's the next podcast basketball guy?
I'm finna see. I know Tay and Jakari, I think, is gonna be able to do the gym again. And we had slowed up, you know, after Block got hurt. Dog didn't want to hoop no more, so he don't really want to. But it's so many people who used to inquire on it. It's so many people just want to hoop, and I'm like, it's gonna be outside of just being pod. Then it's gonna be like
just do maybe teams of 4. I mean teams of 5. A couple of games.
Right.
Here
See,
and there,
when the original I didn't know that it was y'all actually had the Potters hooping.
yeah.
I thought you niggas was gonna coach.
No.
And then y'all go get some hoopers.
We was a whole bunch of like competitive.
Oh yeah, you
like,
never came to them. You didn't come to them. Me and Tori came to them. Like, yeah, bro, they was out there hooping. Dooch quit halfway through the game.
Hey, Deuce, my nigga. Listen, the first game we played at the Silver Spring Center, I gave Deuce like a quick ass 1-2. I probably had like 5-6 points in the first couple. I think I might have been down. Shit, I might have ended the game with 6 points, but that was it. I'm like real quick. He was out there like what's dog? Who was Tupac in the blood?
Birdie.
He had the little rag on.
Like dog,
I'm gonna chop it up with him because we need to get that.
We do need to, now that the pandemic is officially over as of Monday, we gotta get back to where we were before the pandemic hit with this pod stuff.
Yeah,
another podcast basketball guys. Y'all gotta talk more shit while y'all out there, man.
We do. I mean, it was there. Like it was in between, and then I had E the Black hosting, so he was talking shit. He was coming up to us and talking shit while we was on it. Like, dog said that you know what I'm saying. So me and Nunu had been talking. Me and Nunu and me and Tay bet on the game, and then like it was really close until Block got hurt. But I'm saying like the first bucket I scored is on. He like, yeah, here it go right here, me and Nunu. So I get Nunu a little pump fake. I go up and under. I get my shot. So we talking shit. It's shit being talked for sure. Like we talking shit all the way.
Do it next year. Do like 2 separate games on the same day, and then just have us like Team Lu versus Team Nunu. Then you get maybe 4 or 5 people under your squad, and you coach it. And then the next game we just have somebody else.
We gonna I think so. I talked to Dub about this because Dub ended up coaching when he got hurt. He was coaching our team, so I think we're gonna do like almost like tournament style. So maybe it will do like 2 games, and then it'll be a championship game. Yeah. But teasing them team, they got their team and they want to keep like their team. They're not gonna want to just coach. I know like Nunu, Tay on that team, Hayes, and I plenty love to both of them boys. All 3 of them, but Tay and Hayes was really out there balling. I can't even be mad. You know what I'm saying? I ain't no sore loser. Like I just want it to be competition. And if we're gonna talk shit, let's talk shit.
Yeah. Then afterwards we go do a barbecue at the park.
Yeah. Something like that. Like I'm cool with that too. Like I really want it to be we can have like this after thing. I had people's vendors and stuff set up. It's just that it never was to make no money. When I started off doing that stuff, it was like if we can raise some money, I give it to the Silver Spring Center that we was at. So the first 2 times, anything that we raised for that shit, I just tried to get it in.
Yeah, that's really all we need to do, just give it back, because most of the time we don't need the money.
Yep. And then the last time, and I think we'll do it again at St. Marcus. I think it's like big, the something alliance. I forgot with Black Male Alliance or something like that. That Tay and Jakari got. So they was able to get a lot of maybe participation or looks at their organization and the stuff that they trying to start by doing that. That was kind of the way we was able to get the gym. So
that's tight. I think we should do more shit like that, like not just basketball games.
We are.
I feel like before the pandemic, we did. Before I started podcasting, I went to like the podcast festival or podcast, whatever, when Charlemagne came.
We're trying to bring that back.
Yeah.
I'm working on something here with Sherman Phoenix.
See, that's dope.
The aux core battle shit used to be tight.
Yep, aux core battles.
That shit was tight.
Like all we gotta do is just got to get outside and just start doing it now. You know, majority of the players from before, a lot of people done started going into other directions, but you just got to show the new podcast that this is what we got that you can do.
Right. Yeah.
Because I think that was the biggest thing with us. We were all a unit anyway. We were all cool. We was all clicked up. We always did everything. But a lot of them during the pandemic, people stopped podding. People started going different places in lives. Because I like y'all show, for an example. Didn't y'all just y'all?
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. So I think the pandemic would have been cool. Bartending fucked that up.
See, I'm saying.
Once I started bartending, they like, man, you can't never record on Sundays. You can't never record on Sundays.
So life be lifing. Because that's the same thing that's going on with Ashley and her pod and whatnot. Because bartending didn't change the game on that one. Dooch and them are 100% virtual right now, if I'm not mistaken. Facts. So like pandemic changed how we pod, but at the same time, there's a bunch
of them 2 niggas just don't live here no more.
It still changed the way. I'm just saying.
I think that made it easier for them to transition though, because it was like we already doing this kind of stuff. Like excuse me. I know he had a couple of pods that he was doing that was already virtual. Nobody was here. Like he would just be everybody calling in to him and him doing the shit. So, but I think we're gonna try to get back to ours. We going on a bachelor. We got a bachelor party that we all gonna be at.
Niggas pod at a bachelor party. That's
yeah,
safe.
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
Right.
Yeah,
Because
listen,
it sounds like a
That's
sounds like a great idea.
It's not where
Listen.
you supposed to pod.
Y'all gonna
listen.
edit the footage before.
Listen,
All audio.
I already know.
You're not
Listen.
wrong.
All
Listen,
audio.
it's what's called. I'm a politician at heart. I'm gonna make sure. Listen, we gonna put out an image that everybody can kind of rock with, and then after that, the cameras and the audio go off.
Facts. As it should.
As it should.
Right.
As it should. I want to make sure everybody. Listen, we did this, and we went to Atlanta before, and I'm talking about it's like a group, damn near a group meeting. Like, all right, is this suitable to post? Is this suitable to post? Like, we make sure everybody taken care of.
See, I like those friends. I ain't that kind of friend. As long as you ain't married or committed, I ain't. You know,
No,
you
no,
married
yeah.
and committed, I ain't gonna fuck your life
No.
up.
Every once in a while,
If you single like a dollar bill, fam, all of this footage going on the internet.
It may actually help you. It might be that
Somebody
great.
need to see the type of filthy shit you into.
It's like, oh,
This
I
guy's
thought
filthy.
You were prude. So
Yep.
I see that you really down with the shit.
you really partying.
Call
Seeing
me,
our shit be
call me.
good. Like my wife was like, "Why y'all?" I think my wife, her niece and them was just like, "Yeah, y'all shit look real boring. Like, what is y'all doing?" I'm like, "That means we doing right. That means we doing right. We just out here
Bible
enjoying
study.
the sun.
Bi-
Bible study. That's
Bible
just
study.
it.
Talk about
That's
the word.
exactly it.
You talk about the word.
Talk about the word.
And the Lord.
That's
If you
Wanna do it.
could be God for a day, what would you do?
That's such a deep question, bro. I don't know. If I
we
was even
deep sometimes
prepared.
here, bro.
See,
I'm just saying, like, even
it's,
prepared. 'cause
it's
it'd be
only
like-
it's only deep depending on how you look at it.
Like you could do some fuck shit. It's
'Cause
only a day.
If I don't even want to be God. If I was Jesus for the day, could you everything that they've ever told you that this nigga did in the Bible, right? Could you imagine the 1% of nigga who would use all of those powers and miracles for evil?
Dog,
That's him.
dog, for evil.
Like, bro,
You
I
wild,
would
dog.
I would go to the pool party and be like, watch this. And I would casually kick my slides off and walk into the middle of the fucking pool. And then I would submerge myself. And then when I come back up, whole pool is red wine. I'd be
Oh,
out here
red
if I was
wine.
Jesus, bro. I'd be
As long as
wild.
it ain't Taylor Port, bro. We good.
I would be on so
We gonna
much
be, what you
shit.
call it, bro? Like Evan Almighty.
They would have to God would have to send a chaperone.
He'd be
Because
like, "Nah,
I
knew
would be
shoulda
down
gave
here
these
fucking
five."
up.
You gonna be the John Miranda?
John
John Miranda.
Yes! Because what, like, you cannot give young people all of this power and
I don't
responsibility.
know if you
And
can get anybody that now. Not if money will change you, but if like you had like
Power,
powers, that'll change.
See,
everything.
because I'm
What?
trying to remember who said that. Someone said, if you let me be God for one day, they're getting rid of all the non-melanated people on site.
That's wild as
and we still don't know if God is black. Why you just trying to eradicate all the white people?
All the non-melanated people.
we get up there be like,
out
"What I
here.
did, God?"
It don't matter because
Right.
it's 24 hours, you're God.
He be like, "Damn, I did let you beat me for a day, and this is what you chose to do." I
Look,
got it.
fam, you know where we've been, where we came from. You know why. You understood this.
Take them out.
It's
But
all,
yeah,
that's-
like I'm just,
it's all non-melanated.
I would really like just really wild shit.
Yeah, because I think initially I thought like, all right, what's like one wish kind of deal, but it ain't that. If you saying for 24 hours,
24 hours.
yeah, no, that'd be wild though. Because I just be able to, I just want to go
So,
like
first
real
and
quick wherever I
foremost,
want to do.
I'm God, right? I'm eliminating time. 24 hours never happens. I'm God forever. First loophole.
Yeah.
First loophole.
Hey, imagine showing them the book like,
You
yo,
found the
I
loophole.
read it. It's not
Nah,
there.
it's not in
First
there.
loophole. I'm out. I'm God forever. Now, let's go ahead. Let's do some Mortal Kombat shit. Let's
Jesus
fight
go-
to the death, and then maybe I'll bring y'all back if I like the fight.
You gonna make the elder guys fight to you to reverse time?
Look,
That's
fam.
crazy.
Hey, you're not
That's
wrong.
crazy.
I mean, you gave me.
You-
You didn't cover the
You
fact
didn't
that I
cover it.
can't control time.
I would do shit like be like, watch my party trick, snap my fingers, everybody drop dead. Yeah, I snap my fingers.
Look at
again,
everybody
get
alive.
back
Like,
up.
dog,
But
stop
nobody-
doing that, bro.
But nobody. But here's the thing: everybody dropped dead, so no one's seen the trick, but you.
That's crazy. Ain't it?
Why did you? Yeah, have to show them.
You gotta get it recorded.
I had
You
to
got to
record
record
You
it.
gotta have somebody got to have a cell phone.
Bro, stop
recorded.
doing that, bro. Like
I
feel
could
like
definitely
it'd be
imagine
like,
having a friend like that.
That shit'd be like Will Smith. Like, remember he was like, "Did you do the blue thing to me? Did you erase my memory?" He's like, "No, I never." He's like, "No, I feel like you did that shit to me." Like, bro, did you kill me again? Like, no.
Say no, bro. I ain't do it this time.
I ain't do that shit.
Stop fucking with us, bro. Every time we come to the party, you want to snap your fingers. Everybody drop dead. We wake back up.
I'll go out there and buy nothing but white Air Force Ones and make sure they stay clean no matter where I go.
See, I'm with that.
See, crispy.
See, this is sick,
It's
dog.
crispy.
I'm trying to think, but you know what?
You
I
gotta
think my
have fun
mind-
with it. You gotta be
gotta have-
serious.
you
You gotta
Chick-fil-A
have
would
You gotta
definitely be
have
open
fun.
on Sundays.
That's wild. That's
That's so
wild, bro. That's so cold.
That's
though.
the type
like,
of shit I be on.
That's so cold to even like to think that, man.
Chick-fil-A's be open on Sundays. I be the
I
light.
close them on Mondays though.
I think Wishmaster fucked me up from like just making like regular wishes and doing stuff. I be feeling like I gotta make sure I be super specific
that?
about my wish.
Mine
Like,
is what was that? I think it was The Devil Wears Prada, or it was some movie where what's the dude from the Mummy series? Brandon Fraser.
Oh.
He did some movie where basically the devil was giving him wishes, right? But everything that she was giving him had a loophole to it because he was trying to impress this one girl. So he was like, well, you know, girls like to make me a sensitive dude, but she made this nigga super sensitive that everything made dog cry.
That's crazy.
Then she gave him all this money, gave him all this stuff that, you know, chicks be impressed, but gave him a little dick. So she just gave everything he asked for.
Absolutely
She
insane.
just kept giving him
Crazy.
loopholes. He only had like 3 wishes. So the third wish, after he realized like everything I keep asking for, you're gonna keep fucking me over. Because she gave him the first one as a freebie because he didn't pay attention. So he actually really had 4 wishes. Third wish, he just said, I just wish for her to be happy. Fuck it out. If it's with me, I don't care. And that was the only reason why Dog was able to get what he really wanted because he wasn't being selfish. But Dog, she was fucking him up with the wishes to the point now I have to be very detailed,
very
for
detailed.
everything.
I knew it was
asked for.
something when you said like you didn't tell me I couldn't wish that it was no time. Boom. So I'm like, no, he didn't. Some had been there.
Imagine a motherfucker give you all the money in the world and make your meat small. Like, that's wild.
That's wild.
It don't even matter that I got
Wow.
all this money. All these hoes
Listen,
trying to
this-
fuck.
No, and I think the question been looming around or like kind of circling around recently anyway. Like, if a dude treats you right and he give you everything that you want and he's this and he's that,
They're not
got
accepting
money,
They're not
but
accepting
he
small
got a
meat.
little weapon.
Nope, they're not accepting small
Nope.
meat. Just like if you sat in a room with a bunch of niggas who was like, you can have $1 million, you got the biggest dick in the world. I'm 9 times half the room will split. Some niggas will be like, you know what, I gotta have a little dick for some money. And a lot of motherfuckers like, I've been broke. I'm already broke. What's a couple more inches? Pause.
It's very plausible. I'm glad you used pause properly on that.
No,
one.
we got stuck doing this shit at Dooch and Seth doing like the lunch pod shit because they was eating it's like a barbecue place, but it's like sausage. He's like, yeah, bro, have you some sausage. Pause, bro. Like it was funny as a
Have you
bitch, though.
watched Cameron and Mace like sports?
Only parts of that, bro. Only parts, but it's the parts that I've seen been hilarious.
Like, because at first I started seeing like clips of it on TikTok. So I'm like, well, where the fuck can you watch this shit? Like the clips they show on TikTok be the funny shit.
Yeah.
Cause they be having regular barbershop conversation
I bet.
about sports, but then you know they childish, so you add the pause shit. Like when they were talking about Kawhi and his load management,
Yeah.
it's the funniest shit.
Oh yeah. Damn, cause your load. Okay, I get it.
He said, yeah, you put the extra D on it. Pause. I was like, no, these niggas is childish. But yeah, man, I would wild out if you just gave me like
I probably would. I can't see it ain't being no way. I think I'll probably last. Listen, I didn't try to stop drinking for like 30 days and ain't lasted like a day. I'm pretty sure I last like an hour of
being like
being God and being
Oh.
like everything is good.
They be like, Luke, nah. See, we let you like 30 minutes in. You that bring it back.
But see, here's the thing: you're God. You can just go fix all the little mistakes you made real quickly and try again. You got 24 hours, or if you're smart like me, just eliminate time altogether, so you can spend your time on this
because I'm
bullshit.
thinking.
Do you think you would ever get tired of being God though?
No, because
Well, hold on, wait, because if you God, you get like the I can do everything.
Right,
if
but
you're
now
God,
you
then have to be
also
like,
are responsible
for
for other
everybody,
people.
yeah.
but see, I think that's where the fun part, or
Then
maybe
what is-
stressful part, Maybe that's why God
What
always
did Evan
got white
Almighty do? He
hair.
put that shit
Because
in an email.
Right. Like if you out here trying, like think about it. We all have what we don't like about the world, right? So the first thing we're gonna do after we do some dumb shit to have fun with the powers, we're gonna go try to fix some things. But then when we fix things, we tend to find out that there's a cause and effect. So if I give all the black folks money, put them in a good, healthy places, make sure they don't got diseases, nothing like that, now they start killing each other. Or they get lazy and now they getting obese because they ain't got nothing to ever work for again or anything like that. Or, why don't we just reverse it where black folks got white folks as slaves? Then we do that and it's like, this really didn't fix nothing. It just caused problem all over again. Or it was like, well, let's put all the planets, put all the land back together, even out, give everybody what they want. It's still going to have a problem.
I think
you're always going to have a problem. So you get to a point where let's get the happy medium where everybody's okay. And then y'all on your own, which is probably what God did for real.
I think to be God, you would have to be the greatest Jenga player ever. Because just like he said, everything has a cause.
Jenga because if you pull the wrong shit,
right,
everything falls.
If you pull the right piece, you can still have this uneven, unbalanced thing, but it's still in place. But if you pull the wrong piece, you're gonna knock everything over, which is just everything's got a cause and effect.
Mm-hmm.
So as much good as you're doing while we're doing good and nothing's going wrong, I'm pulling out all the right Jenga pieces.
I mean, first 1,000 years, I'm fucking around doing just dumb shit.
The cold part is because it's no time, so we thinking about a day. He like, nah, the first 1,000 years, I'm gonna just
right. He's like,
I've already eliminated time. So after about 1,000 years,
of so you got time to fuck this Jenga and rebuild. Yeah,
of course, I got rid of time. See, I found my loophole.
Imagine going out or whatever. Like, I'm on the list. Like, what's your name? I'm Jesus. Like,
hey, stop.
It's you? Oh, shit. I'm in here. I want a section. And bought it like dog.
Jesus with a section is crazy.
Nah, you Jesus fam. You find an old building, you just wave your hand, make it be flashy, step it up. Just make the building go where you go and shit. Like this is my party.
I'm bringing the party with
me. As soon as you be like, it's me, JC, and they look like
JC.
You're not what I thought Jesus would look like.
You're short. That's what you thought.
Yeah, you killed my man. I told you. I brought him back.
Like my bad.
Killing the nigga in front of a nigga just to prove a point.
It's like you're not on the list.
Cause then I'm like, how long would it be before then this motherfucker's like, if you really him,
they definitely gonna ask you to do some wild.
Show me.
And I feel like that's where my downward spiral.
You gonna really
because one person is not gonna believe who I say I am. Either they're gonna ask me to do some wild shit, or I'm gonna prefer to do some wild shit to prove my point.
Yep.
And then that's where all that shit. Now I'm just
to
on
the extreme.
Then you got to worry about the government.
I'm on some wild shit.
Because the minute they find out you here, they're gonna be on.
They're trying to lock me up like a Marvel character.
They're gonna be on your.
Treat you like Superman.
So then you gotta get rid of the government, and that's just cause and effect right there.
Speaking of
it's
the
definitely
government,
going down. Lawless, a timeless, lawless world. Nah, man. I saw
here. TikTok, the bane of my life. Like I get high and I just watch it because this shit is.
You go down a rabbit hole with that shit, bro. I stopped. I probably got like 1,000 messages, random. When you get to logging in, they give you a whole bunch of random ass messages.
Or like, and then when I see something, I send it. Like that. Me and Sam, we may not speak every day, but that's one thing we're gonna do. We're gonna send each other TikToks because some shit just be funny.
Yeah.
So, this dude, he created an entire. Like, I guess he's a famous con artist. The motherfucker created an entire fake bank. I don't know like the point of, but the fake bank was so good that it got the attention of the FBI. What do niggas really be at home doing?
Listen, figuring out ways to take over the world. It's like Pinky in the Brain, bro.
I don't know if I could be a criminal though. Like it looked like a fun lifestyle until they catch you, but then at the same time, like that's work. I don't want to do all of that.
That's risk versus reward, bro. It's like, I could spend, but I guess like people justify that kind of stuff because that fraud and whatever don't carry the same type of time. So it's just like, man, shit, I got $100 million and all I got to do is spend 5 years in jail. I'm gonna take the $100 million. Like, nah, I'm straight peaked.
I mean, fraud charge, they probably give you like. You probably get like a cushy jail. They gonna send you the they gonna send you the hardcore jail. You ain't no real criminal.
No, they gonna send you somewhere where y'all playing tennis and shit. And
you never know.
Chilling.
You defacing the government might get you a job. Cause I feel like if you got around this shit, You might need to be on our team.
And then what
That's
Mark
how-
Zuckerberg said.
That's how they hired what's his name from Catch Me If You Can. Dog was scamming so good. I was like, you know what? We need to learn how you do this.
Yeah.
You gonna do this time, but then we're gonna hire you as soon as you get out. And he had been working for the feds ever since.
That shit was so wild too. Different names, alias. You find your way to.
Yeah, my bad. If I was God, I most certainly would be a wild guy. I won't lie to you. I interrupt shit on purpose too. I just walk center court in the middle of a Knicks game. Fuck they gonna do? I'm God.
Why Knicks game
No,
though, man?
dog. That's just I could just see them shouting.
Why
like,
not? Like, I mean, again, they probably losing anyway.
You
We
know,
got-
But no, I take
see,
that back. The Knicks been good this year. They
the
did
God-
very well
The
this year.
God of you is they're gonna make you be the devil eventually. You're gonna be hated
I'm the
because
nigga that'll get kicked out. I'll be
because
losing.
you're doing too much shit that's just aggravating the status quo. It's cool you turning pool parties into wine fest and shit. You
But
ma-
don't interrupt a Knicks game.
but don't just be out here fucking with sports, especially if it's a playoff guy.
I don't know. They hire referees who rigging the fucking game.
Then you just make
I run the world and I can't rig it.
Then what you do is you make the referee drop dead, and then you bring him back to life and be like, "I see you," and they're gonna get right.
I can see a motherfucker coming up on the sideline. God, bro, like, come on, God, like, I've never missed 4 in a row. Like,
bro.
That's my cue.
And then that's the shit you got to worry about because now you out here minding your own business, sitting here and enjoying some chicken and waffles, and all of a sudden there's a whole line of people standing around you asking you for shit. They just gonna be that one mama, okay, who lost her baby. He was hardened criminal.
Hey, don't ask me no shit like that during
hardened
the
criminal.
meal.
Hardened criminal, not one that got taken too soon, but like the founder of the Bloods type shit and whatnot. Okay,
I
go
would,
ask you.
I
Why
would
you
have
take
to-
my baby from me?
I would have to respectfully tell you, man, your son's fucking menace to society, and you might have thought I killed him. I didn't even answer the phone that day. I wasn't on the line.
Went to
I feel
voicemail.
like that'd be one of them things, you touch a motherfucker's shoulder and just give him a vision like this would have happened if he would have grew. You know what I'm saying? Like we'd have let him live some longer. This would have happened.
You want that on your conscience?
Bro, she be like, nigga, is that me? Yeah, he shot you. See how us taking him from you saved your life.
Over a dice game.
Let it go.
over
Let it go.
Shot you.
over a dice game. Shot his mama over a dice game.
See, and I used to tell people, like, if I could get with a cartoonist and let me just project these stupid, goof ass thoughts, this would be
Bro, do
amazing
it.
to watch
I mean,
as a
Netflix would pick
cartoon.
it up.
Do it, bro. Do it.
Cause it's just like, what would life look? Cause like, I mean, they even said in the Bible it's like 32 years. Like when Jesus come back, he like 32. What the fuck happened to his adolescence and 20s?
He was out kicking it.
And that's why we can't tell you what he was doing.
Yeah, I'm gonna swoop this.
God, Jesus out here fucking raw. I ain't gonna lie to you. Imagine being able to fuck
listen, I
anything
ain't
you
gonna
want raw and knowing you're not gonna get an STD.
That's
That's
this-
cold though, ain't it? See, this is the shit.
Hey, yeah, see,
see,
this
when
is
ni-
shit I ain't even thinking about
niggas don't-
in being God for a day. I'm not even thinking about shit like that. I'm like, damn,
You want to change the
world.
world.
I want to change the world, bro. I'm thinking deep in the motherfucker.
Nah.
And I just should have been
We
like,
need
nah,
more people like you because I guarantee you, if it wasn't for people like you enjoying your 24 hours right, niggas like him would set us back 10 years where we'll never get the opportunity.
That's right. Like for every
It's
five,
got to be a movie aside from Evan Almighty. That's like, or no, Bruce Almighty.
Bruce Almighty.
Bruce
It was
Almighty.
Bruce and
Evan
Bruce.
Almighty, he was Noah.
Noah. Yep.
Yeah, Bruce was the one that. Then, but they also had like Adam Sandler had one where he kind of had like a remote control that could
That's
do
Click was
click
was
kind of
funny
something
too.
similar to that.
That's how you know Morgan Freeman is probably the greatest actor.
He may really
time.
be God, just living a regular life.
Because no nigga in the history of any film has ever got to play God but Morgan Freeman.
It's barely, and he played God and the president. I think
Mm-hmm. Damn, Morgan Freeman was the president.
I think it was in one of the White
What
House
movie
Downs.
was it?
one of the White House Downs.
In one of those White House Downs,
Yep.
or
Yeah,
something
Black
is
Hawk
burning.
Down or whatever.
Yeah, it was something. It was something. He was the president.
Damn, that's crazy. Morgan Freeman was God.
Was
and
he?
the
Was
president.
he a president in Impact? Or what was?
Was
that
it
movie
Deep
called?
Impact?
He was. I think he might have been president for that
Deep
too.
Impact.
He was
That
Deep
because I
Impact
think
and
that's
that
where
one.
Dave Chappelle got the skit from.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Then he was
yeah.
like, "Don't eat the yellow cake."
Yeah.
I think that's where he got the skit from.
that's where it was.
Yeah, man, I fuck with Morgan Freeman. He's,
He gave the white girls the cure to AIDS, dog.
See,
That's
this-
funny.
See, but that's the shit Lou would do. Lou would give the cure to diseases.
I just care. Okay, cool. Let Let me just take care of everybody. But it's all you can't make everybody happy. I probably
You
wouldn't
not.
trust myself.
See, and they judged me last pod because I said, yeah, I would cure everything and then I would sell it to you.
Because somebody gonna get it again.
Right. Like you like just because I cure if
That's
I
wild. What
give
you
you
do,
a
like-
fish, you'll eat for a day. If I show you how to fish, you'll eat forever. Now I could cure this, but if you go out here and do some irresponsible shit again, you'll be banging my line talking about, hey, can you snap your fingers? I'm itching. Nah, I'm gonna show you how to, 1500.
But you can't do that too, because as soon as you give them this miracle drug, now that miracle drug gonna go up in
Look,
price.
I'm not here to change the world. I'm just here to show you what the world would look like if I had God-like powers.
No, but hear me out.
That is
though.
what I'm here for.
But hear me out though. So we got this miracle drug that'll get rid of any disease you got, right? But it's gonna run you a milli. Now we know that everybody got a milli on deck to have this kind of drug, right?
It's true.
So that means that only the rich and powerful gonna have this drug, right?
Now we're gonna say the knockoff version. It ain't gonna cure everything, but you'll live a functional life.
But what I'm saying is you're gonna have these rich and powerful people that's gonna keep finding this loophole that now they won't die for 400, 500 years, and they still running shit behind the scenes.
Do you feel like we gotta let some people die?
We gotta let half of them die.
It sounded more like
real
Thanos
talk
now
though.
than
During my 10,000 years of reign, I'm gonna pull some Thanos shit and see. Let's see if he got it. He may be right. Let's see how this works, and just get rid of him randomly. I'm telling you, I'm gonna get rid of shit. Play with it for about 100 years, reset it.
I got another odd question for you. So let's say there's this button. Each time you hit this button, guaranteed $10 million. But every time you hit this button, at random, somebody dies.
Yeah, I seen them that post like that.
You hitting the button? And now let me rephrase the question. How many times are you hitting the button?
This is wild because it's like that shit fucked me up, like with the Wishmaster and then the other one.
The box.
Because I'm like, so where?
That's where
the
that
box,
came from. The
box.
box.
I remember. Yep. How far removed is this person gonna be?
It's random, man.
Random.
That's all they said.
I feel like for every time I hit the button, I'm starting a group FaceTime call. Because most of the people in my life have an iPhone. So I'm going to hit the button
to see.
And I'm going to call. And once you answer the phone, I feel like I'm going to hit it again. Now, if I can hit this button again and you still here, I'm going to make another phone call.
He's like, it's a gamble.
It's a gamble.
Yo, okay.
And every time I make a phone call, I'm going to feel better about this gamble.
We here now, Juan. Now, we here. Everybody that you care about is in this group FaceTime. Okay?
Everybody.
How many times are you willing to hit this button
After
you know the one person you know who will die is Baby K?
I feel like if I've hit this button already. Everybody's here.
But how many you keep hitting it? You can keep hitting it, but eventually.
But okay, so
the person
if it's $10 million every time I hit this button, and I have of now 7 people on this FaceTime call that I feel like.
For how many people in the world?
I don't want to take a chance with my baby sister.
Yeah, no, I get it.
If I've hit this button 7 times already and I've gotten lucky, and that 8th button might be Baby K, I'm not gonna change it. See, now at this point, now we being greedy. I'm already up.
No, I'm saying I thought he was saying zero pushes on this button.
Yeah, we going back to 0. I don't know. I might hit that motherfucker once.
Them odds is sick, but it is just I probably couldn't breathe when I did this shit like that.
Man, it'd be ready to jump off the cliff if I wouldn't even see the money.
Gotta hold my babies while I hit that button 3 times. Quick three.
Quick three.
The odds is with us, bro, but I just feel like it'd be something like, damn, because I wouldn't be on no group mess. I just feel like I'm gonna hit this motherfucker. I'm gonna damn near hit it until my phone ring.
Because I'm not gonna lie to you, dog.
Man, hey, that's some sick thought, though.
Into my phone.
Nobody called me. Everybody must be good.
Because I'm telling you, you got a point there, though. Ain't nobody called you. My whole thing is, don't get me wrong.
Hear the news before you, because somebody might be with them when they drop.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie to you, and I don't know if this.
Look. This to come like
when they find out why they did.
That's what I was finna ask. So, would you tell a motherfucker like
it was me?
That it was me?
How would
you tell him?
My whole thing
who
is
died?
How they know?
Who died? First of all,
I don't know. Like, what if it get back to you? It's got to be somebody you know. Like, if it's shit on the news, I'm like, that's wild as a motherfucker. That is wild.
He said that's nuts. Man,
That's nuts.
hey, Razor, you leave motherfuckers dropping like hotcakes in this one.
I just feel like, my mind go to like, all right, okay, if I do this, one person die.
How
gonna
are
be
these
like a
people
pilot.
dying though? That's
It's
my
gonna
question.
be a pilot on the plane, and then everybody else on the plane die too. So now $10 million for the 100 and some people on flight 737 died.
But here's my question:
you feel like
how
you
do
should
you
get some
know?
residual kickback?
How do you
but I
know
ain't telling
that
them it
death
was me.
You
is
get a
caused
million?
because of you?
You should get $1 million for everybody. I'm sorry, my brain just went real morbid and said.
No, but my
Wow.
question is, if you see, they say that
That's
for
like
every
Tetris
time
for
you hit
real.
it, how somebody dies, right? But how do you know that the death that you see is the death that was caused by you? Take for an example, if you drive down Fond du Lac the last few days, it's been wild. We've been losing people left and right. Somebody hit the button 3 times. That's Fond du Lac. All those situations. Somebody got 30 mil, but Fond du Lac got hot. Is that really their fault when you look at how they died, though? People were driving reckless.
I
You
get,
see what I'm saying?
That's
I get
this
see,
shit. Y'all be taking turns in this motherfucker, and I like it. I'm like, damn, because now my mind wondering like,
Because my whole thing is,
could
I'm
you
gonna
just
hold
be
my
like-
2 babies and I hit the button 3 times. Everybody else is adults. You live full lives. My babies are the only 2 I really care about. The rest of y'all live long enough. We finna be good. We'll make a memorial, donate some funds in your name if it was my fault, and we about to live. I'm sorry.
I would just like,
I probably want it done.
because it'll
Nah,
be
I'm
one of
doing
them
3.
things where it's
Gotta do
like
3.
you hit the button and you probably killed like a motherfucking terrorist in China. But you turn on the news and you don't hear about that. You just see, oh, it was a bus accident on 55th.
Right, so like,
You be like, damn, did I do that?
right now you
Shit.
thinking all the deaths that happened that day are your fault,
Right.
and
That's
you
the shit
freaking
that'll
out,
fuck your mind
or
up.
you one of the people like you killed the old lady next door, but we gonna assume that something happened overseas with your fault instead, so you wasn't there for it. Really, you killed the lady next door,
I mean, if it make you feel better, she's a bitch anyway.
Yeah,
and that's what I liked about the box was you did it, you hit the button, somebody killed, you got this money, but then the button went to somebody else, and at the end, I hope ain't nobody seen the movie, but at the end you find out that the person who dies is whoever had the button last. So you really kill, like you had it first, you killed somebody, Lou get it, technically Lou killed you. I get it, I killed Lou.
So we really not killing nobody. We're killing each other.
That's why
That's
when you
not
give
how-
me this,
that's not how
that's
real
why
life
when you
will
give me
work.
this scenario of this button to get 30, and I'm breaking the button, fam. I'm immediately breaking the button. Somebody got to break this curse, this generational curse that's going on here with my 30 mil.
million and then break it. No, I feel like that'd be like that's cool here in the other box.
That doesn't matter.
Damn.
I don't care what happens with that box. I put it into this
I
problem.
put it into this
I'm
box.
hitting the button.
I'm hitting it 3 times.
Quick 30 mil.
Quick 30 mil.
What you doing with 30 mil?
Dad, you asking too many questions now.
Damn, 30 mil. What I do with 30 mil?
I know I ain't that shit.
It goes back to the God complex again. I'm wilding out.
I can't wild out with 30 of them.
Nigga, this is money I did not earn.
True.
I could wild with 30, and I'm like, it wouldn't change. I would just probably do something like super cracking for like my family.
Oh, the family gonna be
Go
taken.
right
That's
back,
why I did it
and
3
then I go
times.
Right back, like
Yeah, I think I will make sure like everybody I fuck with is good.
Yeah, so that's why I would do it 3
So,
times. 10 is for the
travel
kids,
for the,
kid 10 is for the friends, and 10 is for me. That's why I do it 3
Right.
times.
We do something extravagant for TDI.
What you worry about TDI, fam? At that point in time, I done sold the conglomerate.
I was just saying, like, if a nigga just dropped 30 mil on me, like right now, it's like
I'm sold.
10 million.
Less than a meal and sold.
I will move my parents somewhere nice so they can leave me the fuck alone.
I'm asking Lou. You
Or
wanna buy
if
a
we
network?
still gonna live together, the house is just gonna be big enough to where you could be on this side, and then me
Nope.
and Baby K we could be on that side.
I got 10 mil. I'm buying about 5 to 6 acres, and I'm putting y'all in a U shape with space.
Oh, we gonna have a cul-de-sac.
Cul-de-sac.
That's fire.
And you got to be in
there.
the same house. with
I
you.
would love for all of my niggas I fuck with for us to live on the same
it's a crib
block.
like that.
They do some shit like that.
Lily Road going towards right between Capitol and like
Mhm.
they got it. Like you drive in and then it's the roundabout, but it's like 4 houses. They all the same color. All that shit. You can tell it's just a family.
Yep, it's just a family.
Yeah, I see.
I
That's,
think that
that's
we
tight.
need to do that more often. Just buy land and build a house and put your family together. You ain't got to live in the same house with Uncle Leroy, but have Uncle Leroy right there when
Why do everybody got an uncle named Leroy?
It was a hot name back in the
You got
70s.
an uncle named Leroy?
No, I know I got a cousin Lee, but it was like Lamaro.
And that's
no,
why they
it
tried
is
to be
Lamaro.
black.
I feel like anybody named Leroy ain't did shit positive in life.
I went to high school with somebody. I used to call him Leroy. I ain't never called him Leroy. I'm like Leroy because I feel like some old motherfucker probably gave you that name.
That's his
Leroy.
daddy's name. He
I
was-
was damn.
Logan
I'm
Leroy
Leroy.
LJ like a
LJ.
motherfucker. Leroy Jr.
anybody that just has initials as their like actual government name, I can't trust you. Either.
Hey man, my daddy had initials as his real name.
What was his name?
LT. I told
Could
you.
we trust Lawrence Taylor?
Yes, we could.
No, the fuck we couldn't.
Yes, we
We
could.
talk about a nigga that tooted a line of coke, wrecked his Ferrari, and was on his way to the game.
And still headlined WrestleMania.
That's fucking crazy.
So what's your point?
You know,
What's your point?
but do you ever sit back and like, how old is your oldest kid?
15. He'll be 16 in a couple months.
Like, do you ever just like have conversation with him about like the shit that you got to see in your lifetime that
Yeah.
you just don't think anybody will see again?
Yeah, I be telling them like we
Like
having
cassette
real life
tapes?
conversation. Yeah, they be like, "What is this?"
Or
What is
like
that?
even when I look at shit from just like a sports perspective, because you know most people we all watch sports, and it's just like we watch wrestling, so it's a lot of shit that we got to see that the next generation. Like I don't think we're ever gonna see where one company could be like, y'all fucking suck, and I'm gonna buy y'all ever again. I don't think we'll ever see that.
It just happened. Technically, the UFC just did that to the WWE.
No, that's a joint mergers. Like it's a lot different than me coming to work and Vince McMahon is not my boss. Like I don't think WWE will buy AEW type shit. You know what I mean?
I don't know.
Like how they bought
It's
WCW.
It's not Vince no more, so we
It's
don't know.
not out of the realm of possibility, but
We just don't see it.
I just
It
don't
don't
see
make
it
sense
happen.
to do it.
Right. That's what I'm
Like
saying.
back then, it made sense.
Right. Like and then
It was petty.
I feel like people with foresight, when we saw what happened when one nigga was running everything, it monopolized. It makes it hard to do shit in life,
Right.
or just how long before somebody break LeBron James record as all-time leading scorer? Like there is really not. I want to say Kevin Durant might be the closest to LeBron as an active player,
Yeah, but
Yeah, I don't
and
think
he's
we
still
can-
a ways way
yeah,
off
it's too
on
far
that.
back.
But like, do you
What did he do? 1 year? He did 1 year in college.
Kevin Durant?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Texas, and then no, I don't think
see,
that's
LeBron was 18, fresh in the league,
fresh in the league.
scoring, just out the door scoring. So
They gave him the keys.
literally,
Much like they saying Victor is the best prospect since Bron.
That's so you can't teach height, but then for him to have touch and all that shit like that, bro, it's tough. I just hope if he got work ethic like Giannis or something, like where he want to put some weight on, because Giannis came in super small frame.
yeah. Somebody showed a photo of his
he
rookie year and then
has-
him this year. Yeah, that's a completely
If
different.
he get
man.
that kind of work ethic with pop coaching, that's disgusting.
right.
And I don't know if anybody ever look at the Spurs roster. Like the Spurs got a nice young team. They ain't gonna do shit, but
All right, fam. We don't want to keep you here too much longer.
right, because Lou is one of my
Lou's
famous
businessman.
friends.
No, man, I ain't trying to be famous. I don't want to be.
I mean-
I be like to be low.
Why my niggas don't want to be famous, man? Y'all worked hard to be
Okay,
famous.
what's called a young.
No, they
young-
worked
young
hard to be.
business.
They worked hard to be comfortable. We don't work hard to be
Facts,
famous.
yeah.
It's a difference. Speaking of the business, last time since you've been here, you did the merger yourself. How's business going since then, man?
That's actually why. That's why I keep looking back at the phone. So the director from there is, essentially all the things we can't say. So it's from the 30. Well, it was supposed to be the 31st, but now to be, I think as of like the 20th, I'd have been acquired my business back 100%.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Don't worry about it. Okay. Like
It's a bigger board.
we got new boards, the
I'm
buttons they
looking at
set
the
up.
buttons in this motherfucker. I keep leaning back like, man, it got plenty of sounds.
Yeah, we
That's what-
upgraded.
Yeah, trying to kind of iron out some of the details now. And she be real super thorough. She really a cool person. So usually I'd be like, nah, it's after like 4 or 5. I don't want to talk about this right now. But I've been trying to go back and forth with her to make sure I'm doing what I can to help make this situation go faster. But so I'm gonna end up coming and doing like some rebranding. But this is another reason why I ain't had no time to sit down and really just do like 100%. Like I got to drop a line. I dropped like probably 10 hoodies, them hoodies sold, and then I ain't had a chance to go back.
All right. Well, once that's done, we'll sit down, chop it up again, because that way at least you can talk about the experience of being a part of a partnership and why you ended up being on the solo tip again, because that's a big change.
No, yeah, I know we got to keep this line. I'll be honest, like right now, like this, we need people and like a team to be able to scale. I wouldn't be opposed to doing a partnership again. I just wouldn't be opposed. I wouldn't do the way that we did it this time. It was like, I had a board, and then when you're doing that kind of stuff, it's like you got to deal with 10 different personalities. You got everybody got a different idea. And then I don't know that the way that this was set up or whatever, which I can't be mad. I mean, listen, I'm gonna walk away from this later on when we talk about it. Like this was a hell of a business move for me. So I'm kind of excited about how it went. And then I learned some stuff along the way. So I'll take everything like a learning experience. But it would have to be more where I could control that stuff myself. And then I know what I'm responsible for, like the performance based off of like the stuff that I was doing, like I was before.
Right. That's what's up. Get you back. Because that way I can start sending you my bulk orders directly.
No, dude, listen, look, let's do it. We can go. Because I was reaching out, but then I'm like, man, I'm supposed to have more resources and more support. And it wasn't.
Core changed.
It wouldn't. I don't feel like it was moving like that. So now that we got that, I still want to help kids and stuff though. So I told them like that's gonna be open. It's still the door open for printing with the kids and stuff. The door open through my car wash for the kids if they want to come and do that. And then the front of that gonna really be. I'm building some other stuff into like an event space in the front of there, so that's gonna be open to that too. So just as kids can see. It's possible to kind of make this stuff happen, and you don't got to like hustle to do it and none of that stuff. So.
Yeah, we need more of that because I had kids that came into Sherman Phoenix today as a field trip. I thought that was a wild concept that you came to Sherman Phoenix as a field trip, but it dawned on me like there's a bunch of kids who are college is not an option for them mentally. So it's like, well, what's the other thing I can do? So when you come to somewhere like here and you see all these entrepreneurs really like running and thriving in regards to businesses and seeing opportunities, now what you thought was a dream is now can actually be a real deal because you can see what's going on. So something like that for them to come by and just sit down and be like, well, this is what I did, this is where I've been, this is where I'm going. Sometimes that's all they need to hear.
Yeah, I'm always wondering. I think that stuff happened towards right before I end up selling the company, doing like earn and learn and just working with having kids come in just to see how interested they were in the process. It is big for me, but I like to do stuff like that because I was like, man, listen, y'all like cars, y'all like shoes and stuff, and I, on certain levels, I got that kind of stuff, so I'll make sure that they know like this stuff possible. Like y'all like my car, y'all like the music I got in my car, my rims, or y'all like my shoes. I don't hustle to do this. I hustle, but it ain't illegal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's the same.
But I just wanted to show them it was possible. So that stuff, I think I'm gonna continue to incorporate that into whatever I decide to make this business going forward. But yeah, it's I feel like Franklin Hatchett on Money Talks. Shit, we back in business. The car wash open and everything on sale.
I need a full detail.
No, yeah, y'all pull up do that too. That just ended up being something I did, man. Like, shit, I had too much stuff in my house. My dad got too much stuff at his house. My brother. So I was looking for something that we could all do together. And then I'm like, instead of this being a bill, what can I do to make some money in here? And then it ended up just kind of working out. And then we got more space. And it was like, well, what can we do to make, some room in here? But it was just something to me, I ain't gonna lie, it's one of the coldest things I think I've ever been able to accomplish, having like somewhere me, my brother, my dad, my uncles come, my cousins come. Because we would always be at somebody's house working on something in the garage, doing something. And now we can do that at ours.
That's what's up.
That's tight.
Told you, man, he come from a family that just stay in business one way or another.
We got to do something.
7 sources. I told you, man, he gonna have a meal before we know it. He gonna have a meal and don't even realize he got a meal. That's gonna be the crazy part.
Yeah, listen, Dad. I'm trying. But when I do, I'm gonna be paying close attention to that motherfucker. I might make a post or something. I don't know. I might do something, but I don't know. I'm trying.
Don't make no post, bro.
No, I ain't gonna do that shit.
Just be in Cancun.
That's the point.
That boy been
take a picture.
Take a picture
from vacation.
Want to know what's them Corona commercials? You just on the beach.
Dog, y'all see me on the beach with me, Snoop, and whatever dog name is, and these new ones sitting back.
Andy Samberg be out here just wilding.
Andy, did you eat the lime? Like, nope. Like, Lewis, did you? Hell yeah, I ate the lime. Shit, it's lime.
And that's the commercial. That's the commercial right there. So with that being said, make sure you check us out on all streaming platforms. That's Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartRadio, or wherever else you listen to your podcast at. We will be back at our regular time probably next week as we do our closeout before we do our summer session. New scene, new environment, new topics. Just niggas is nigging this year. We ain't taking no shorts. I'd like to thank Lou for coming through in his super busy schedule. My man just dropped everything and came to hang out with us today. And, you know, not everybody do that. And we appreciate when that does happen.
It's hard to get your friends to come hang out with you.
It's hard to get your successful friends.
Right.
Let's put
the
that.
The niggas who ain't doing
the
shit
adjective,
always down the pod.
The adjective matters here, bruh.
But the friends who be busy,
successful friends be too busy, and I'm okay with that.
See, I didn't want to say that because then that would be inquiring that all of my friends are not successful people in life.
Some of them are not though.
You're successful in whatever it is that you want to do. So if you want to sit on your couch, successful at that.
So that's gonna be your jewel.
That's the jewel.
That's the jewel you
I'm
drop.
just saying, I don't want to be out here saying people not successful. Everybody drive ain't the
Look,
same.
fam, somebody got to be the bum for us to know what the measuring stick is.
I ain't gonna say that. I just say, man, listen, you make
that's
time,
true though.
Yeah,
Or-
it's got to be a bottom. You for sure.
Or you know,
Be a bottom.
my very good friend once said, he said, I want everybody to succeed and I want everybody to do great things. I just want to do it first.
The sad part is I know exactly. Who
and when he said it, I was like, he's not wrong. I kind of agree. Like, I want all my friends to be successful and be popping, but if we doing the same thing, I want to say I did it first.
Yeah.
Y'all can do it first. I just want to do it better.
Best. You look, see there
You
it
see what I'm
goes.
saying?
There it goes.
I don't like Apple, but the one thing I learned from them is
Oh yeah, we're gonna let y'all do
everything you want
and then
to.
we're gonna swoop in and be like, see, it
I'ma
looks a
do
little
it the
better
best.
over here.
That's all. All right, with that being said, people, we are out of here. Peace.
Go, shorty.
Oh, you play?
Felt right to end the pod like